One common thing that you might experience after losing your sight is that dreaded feeling of fear. So we're going to talk about that coming up right now. What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video where it's all about helping you discover life after sight loss. On this channel, we do product reviews, life advice, encouragement, how-tos, and so much more. So if you're new here and that sounds good to you, consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss another single video. Whether you're the kind of person who loves to just put themselves out there and try new things and you don't feel like you're afraid of anything, or if a spider crawling on your foot would make you jump up on the couch, it doesn't really matter. The reality is we all kind of have those moments of fear. Now, when you lose your sight, you can be afraid of things that you never thought you would be. For me, I know one of my fears is that if I go to a restaurant with a person and we're at a counter ordering food, I'm always so afraid that person's gonna walk off and leave me, and then I'm gonna have to find them in the restaurant. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a big fear, like what if a spider bites me or something, but the thing is, it brings up that feeling of fear in me. Or if I'm out somewhere and by myself, I get a little bit tense when I'm not sure what the next turn is or where I'm supposed to go. Even where the door handle is makes me just a little bit afraid. Now, you might say, no, that's not fear. That's being nervous or that's being anxious. Yeah, it's all those things, but fear is part of that equation. When you lose your sight, you become afraid. Why? Because you're not near as confident as you used to be. Used to, you jump in the car, you drive somewhere, you go to the grocery store, you do your thing. Well, now you've got some situations that can cause fear within you. And here's what I want to say to this. First of all, I just want to let you know it's very normal. It's not surprising that you have fear. But what we don't want to let fear do is to immobilize us. We don't want it to put us on the shelf or to make us stay at home. We want fear to mobilize us, not immobilize us. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's kind of like whenever you do something that makes you a bit anxious. You know, it's like, I'm not sure about this, but you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it and let that feeling of anxiousness drive us towards something. Say, for instance, you wanted to rock climb, okay? Well, you don't have a lot of vision and you're really nervous and really kind of fearful about trying to climb a rock. And you're like, what am I gonna do? But that fear, that little bit of tension inside of you forces you to say, you know what, I can do this, and I'm gonna let this fear, this anxiety in me, help me up that mountain. Because when I start taking that first step, a little bit of slippage and I'm not really sure what to do, it's okay because you know you can do it. Even though that fear's there, it's going to help push you because you're not going to let fear, or more importantly, sight loss, slow you down. Now again, you may not want to rock climb. Maybe you just want to try sushi for the first time. By the way, if you haven't tried sushi, it's great, give it a shot. But regardless of what you want to do, don't let fear immobilize you. Let it mobilize you. Let it take you out to try things you've never tried before. You're like, I'm not sure about that. That kind of freaks me out. Even if it's just taking an Uber to a restaurant to have lunch by yourself. That can be kind of scary, especially if you don't go out on your own that much. But let that fear, that tension in you say, wow, I am a little nervous, but I'm going to let that drive me, or let somebody else drive me, to the place I need to go and experience something new. Because fear can slow us down, but it can also be that nudge we need to keep us moving forward. So at the end of the day, you might be experiencing fear at times. You might have some moments where fear rises up in you. I just encourage you that it's very normal, not surprising, and I want you to know that it doesn't have to slow you down. It can push you forward. My question for you today is, do you ever experience fear? What kind of things make you afraid? Even if it's, just simple things. What kind of things have you had or done or been a part of that have caused you fear? And how have you used that fear to help push you forward? I'd love to hear about it, and I know others would as well, so let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with somebody you know, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss another single video. And until next time, remember that sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name's Derek Daniel from LifeAfterSightLoss.com, and I'll see you in the next one.